Hello Internet, Lieutenant Ellis here with the 299 Scouts. Dangerous skills for dangerous places. And yes, I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing yesterday. If you make it to tomorrow, I'll wear a different shirt for you. I may even take a shower. Alright, so if it's day 3 where you're at, most people have done inventories of their supplies. They figure out they have roughly about 30 days of food, assuming that they can ration a little bit. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be enough. So keep stocking up and make sure you have enough to weather the storm and stay the hell out of the food lines that the National Guard's going to be putting on. Alright, so day 3, drill number 3, priority number 3. Yesterday I covered immediate action, which is if you have a failure to fire, you can just have that tap rack and hopefully that rectifies the problem, gets you a new fresh round in there and you're ready to go. Today I'm going to be covering remedial action. Basically failure to extract. You've got a bad round or a cartridge stuck in that chamber. Maybe the cartridge rim is worn, or maybe the extractor is a little dirty or a little worn and it didn't get a firm purchase on that shell casing, so it didn't extract it from the chamber. And then you've got your next round that tries to feed, and it feeds right up into the ass of the previous cartridge. So I can tap rack all day long and it's not going to go anywhere. I've got nothing. So the drill for this is, if you've got, I've got these extended Vickers Tactics base plates, or if you've got a new M17, the M17's got these cutouts and this huge Mondo base plate extension that allows a firm purchase on it. If you've got a gun that allows you to do that, the drill for that is you're going to hit the magazine release and you're going to just rip, reinsert, track, and that should clear the malfunction and get you back into that fight. Alright, so I've got my target downrange, I've got my shot timer. We're going to set a par time of 2.5 seconds to clear this double feed malfunction that's going to require remedial action. 2.5 seconds, random start, attempt to fire, rip, reinsert, a little slow. Let's see if I can get that smoothed out for you. And see, and that's why we do these with dummy rounds, because things can always happen and you're only going to figure that out if you run it with some sort of dummy round, or in this case a shell casing. So don't skip that step. Now, if your sidearm doesn't have nice big base plates that allow a strong purchase or viability, you're going to have to do it the old school way, the old school remedial action way. And so, for example, on my old trusty Beretta, it doesn't have enough grip on these base plates, and the issued magazine base plates are even worse, where I can't reliably count on ripping those magazine base plates out. So I've got to do it the hard way, and the drill for that is step 1. Lock the slide to the rear. 2. Strip the magazine, put in your armpit because you still need those rounds. Rack, get that bad round out. Reinsert the magazine, run the slide, and then hopefully get back on target before that guy fills you full of bullets and or knives. 5.5 seconds, random start. Flub that reload. I flubbed the rack, and that's why we practice this with dummy rounds.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you, huh?
5.5 seconds. Okay, that's your drill for day 3, priority number 3, keeping that gun in the fight. Because like I said, anything can happen, and I'm going to assume the worst. I'm going to assume that I only got that first shot off before my gun catastrophically jammed on me, and I'm going to need to remedy that. So I actually run these drills a lot. They're something that you can run at home. They introduce a little bit of challenge. And if you ever do find yourself back out on a live fire range, if this pandemic ever ends, then yeah, this is something you can do on the range as well. As long as you're maintaining muzzle awareness and you're being safe, it's perfectly reasonable to run this drill and try to rectify those malfunctions with live rounds. If you still are with us and you're not in a hospital or a FEMA camp tomorrow, we're going to go into our next bit of the series. We're going to talk about sequence of the draw, and talk about point shooting and index fire and all these things. So stick with us.